Good morning students. Today we will discuss about the artificial vegetative propagation. Apart from the natural method of vegetative propagation, there are some artificial methods also. So basically they are cutting, layering, grafting, and fourth one is the tissue culture. So we will discuss about them. So what is cutting? Cutting, we generally do a part of the stem is cut and planted in the moist soil. For example, mango, sugarcane, rose are among these type of plants. For example, during the month of rainy season or in the foggy season such as December or January, we usually cut the cuttings of the rose and placed in the other place, and you can see the small birds come out of it. So this is an example of cutting. This is a simple method of artificial vegetative propagation. Second one is the layering. In this method, a portion of the lowest branch of plant is bent downward. So here you can see the layering of jasmine plant. The one part of the plant is buried inside the soil, and you can see after some time when the plant grows, the root also grows along with it. Along with the main part, you can see the small roots also grown. So we usually cut this part and plant it in the somewhere else. So this is the layering, means we make the layers of that. For example, we can plant lemon, jasmine, mango, rose from this method. Then third one is the grafting. Grafting is the method consists of attaching or tying a scion or a stalk. So grafting is of three types. One is the tongue grafting, second one is the crown, and third one is the bud grafting. For this we need two parts. One is the scion and second one is the stalk. So what is the difference between scion and the stalk? Scion is a young plant which we want to propagate, and stalk is the main rooted stem, means stalk is the rooted stem. Now I will differentiate it. How you will differentiate it? First example is the tongue grafting. So this is a scion and this is the main stalk which is buried inside the soil. So horizontally we cut this. You can see we have cut it and joined together and bind it with the thread or tape or cloth so that new buds can come out. Second method is the crown grafting, means in the main stem we plant the small scions on it. It will grow in the new plant. And third one is the bud grafting. In this what we do, we generally take the stalk, we remove the bark and keep the scion or bud inside them and then cover it, and after some time a new bud will come. So student, why we do this methods? Because grafting is very helpful to grow the new variety. For example, if you want a mango which can give mango throughout the year and it should be tasty also, so we join two types of mangoes variety. For example, one mango variety which can give mangoes throughout the year, and second one which give the tasty mango. We join together and the new mango what we will get having the both the characteristics of mangoes throughout the year as well as the tasty mango. Same happen in the case of rose. But if you want two color rose from a single plant, so we usually graft two types of roses. For example, the main branch I will take the white rose and here I will take the red rose. So you can stem the mixed color rose will come which consists of red as well as the white plant. So this method is also helpful in improving the quality of the food and fruit as well as the desirable colors. If we want, we can use the grafting method. Here grafting is very useful if we want to grow a new variety with certain desirable feature such as color of the flower or taste of the fruit. So scion is chosen accordingly and inserted into the stalk. Now come to the fourth method, that is the tissue culture. Beta, you know that every part of the plant or the animal can give rise to a new animal. If we talk about the animal tissue, it can give rise to the whole animal. And if we talk about the plant tissue, each cell grow into a root, shoot or bud. Pieces of leaf or even a single cell have the inherited ability, because each cell have the DNA material which can grow to the whole plant or animal. So growth in a culture medium. What is culture medium? Plant tissue are cultured on growth medium containing various salts, nutrients, antibiotic, plant hormone in sterilized environment. What is sterilization? To remove all the germs from it in a laboratory. So this is a patty dish. This dish is known as a patty dish, where we have taken all the important nutrients, salts, antibiotics which are helpful in the plant growth. Then we take a tissue from a plant. For example, if I want to grow onion, so I take the tissue from an onion plant, which is known as the explant. So tissue which you use to for the tissue culture is known as the explant. Then after some time you can see the callus develop, means multicellular thing come out, and this is a growth medium, and after some time you can see the roots starting developing, and after that shoots start developing, and you can get the desirable plants, and we can separate it and grow into different mediums. So what is tissue culture? In which a tissue is used to grow a whole plant. What is tissue culture? A single tissue is used to grow a whole plant. So explant is uses which is inserted in a sterilized environment which consists of all the salts, nutrients. Then callus develop after some time or some weeks. Callus develop root system as well as the shoot system. So this is the grafting. The plant tissue I already told you used for culture is called the explant. Explant are washed and sterilized, means germ free. And some of the plant hormones are also used, which are known as the auxin as well as cytokinin. Auxins which promote the growth of the root, and cytokinin which promote the growth of the shoot. This growth medium causes a plant to divide into many mass or undifferentiated cells known as the callus. I already told these are the undifferentiated cells. Then this callus is developed into growth medium which promote the root and shoot system, and then they are finally transplanted in the garden or the fields. So tissue culture allows the rapid production of disease-free high-quality plants in large number, because we can grow many plants from the tissue culture. And you can see this type of tissue culture very common in the local nursery and botanical garden also. So you have to learn about the artificial and the natural vegetative propagation process.